Could I have been wrong? Could Horikoshi's apology end his career? What's up, Alliance Elites? It's your boy Kid, coming through with possibly not so great news. We'll get into it after this intro. So, there's a chance that I was wrong, or at least half wrong. So, in my latest video, I stated that Horikoshi made a great move whenever he released his apology, because he had the weight of the Chinese government, or at least the Chinese media, on his back. And that's not really an enemy that you want to have. And I stick by this statement, but where I was wrong, or possibly wrong, was that now that Horikoshi has given into this demand and has made an apology not only to China but his fans, there could be possible backlash. The fact that he has given into this and he's bowed down and apologized could mean that his fans will bring back certain issues that they've had in the past and use this as leverage to bombard him with complaints and threats until he gives in to all of the demands, which means that sometime in the future, Horikoshi could lose interest in Boku no Hero due to all of the changes that he's had to make and all of the fans ruining his project and turning it into something that he is not inspired in doing anymore. And the biggest problem is Horikoshi didn't even have to apologize. All he really had to do was release the statement saying that the name Maruta wasn't even what people thought it was. Okay, so here I have already translated is the apology that Horikoshi submitted to his fans. And the translation might be different than what you've already previously read or heard. But, you know, with the English-Japanese language, it's kind of never consistent because there's always someone that's going to translate it differently. But it reads, "I'm really sorry many people felt uncomfortable and irritated about the name Maruta in My Hero Academia's chapters 259. And so what it might be different in the other ones is instead of My Hero, it says Boku no Hero, but that's really not that big of a deal. The character's ambition by the former All for One and the villain alliance made him want to get closer to its existence. So his name came from the name Shigaraki, taking Shiga, and Maruta as in meaning chubby and fat." Okay, so with that one right there, the big thing that they changed here was he kind of explicitly stated that the Maru meant chubby or round and Ta meant fat. So he's stating that that was the inspiration that gave him the reasoning to name the doctor Maruta or Maruta. So he's basically saying that it had nothing to do with the Unit 731 incident or anything. As in meaning, okay, I already read that. Everything was accidental and had no intent to hurt any reader. I really apologize from the bottom of my heart, and I will do my best to not repeat this situation ever again. So if this is true and the actual meaning for the name Maruta was supposed to translate as round and fat, then this is big news, because that means Horikoshi never needed to apologize. All he needed to do was, when he made his first statement, explain that in the first statement, and then he would have been cleared of all instances. But instead, he let it fester until he was forced to reveal this fact. Now, some people might think that it's a lie and that he didn't actually mean it that way. It was trying to cover up his tracks, which could be, because honestly, if it was me and I was in this position, if I actually meant one thing, I would have just came out and said, "I'm sorry that y'all took it this way. It wasn't meant that way. I actually meant it as this, and this is how it was supposed to be translated. I should have thought better whenever I was looking at the facts and realized that that might be a sore topic and not to mix the two. But instead, he kind of just let it sit until he was pushed to a point where he had to release a statement to cover it up. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really want to think that Horikoshi is that devious of a person, but you know, you never know. The fact is that he waited and then now he ended up having to apologize for something that he may have not done, putting him in a position to now be susceptible to rock any fan's whim. If someone wants something to be changed, all I got to do is get a group together, throw a fit about it, bombard his Twitter, bombard his Instagram, bombard the My Hero forums, whatever they have to do to get to Horikoshi to realize, hey, we want this changed, and if you don't, we will stop reading your book, we will stop watching your anime, we will protest until they take it down. And now he's stuck in this position where he no longer has power over his own project. And as I said earlier in the video, he may lose interest in it altogether if the fans take it too far. Who knows what the future holds? Maybe Horikoshi just apologized this one time, but he'll stand his ground in the future. And, you know, maybe the fans won't be assholes and try to get him to change his story. Maybe all of this will just get swept under the rug and, you know, My Hero will just proceed as it has been in the past. Who will know? Only time will tell. So anyways, as always, I'm your boy Kid. I was glad I could post on this. You know, as always, I love being able to inform people of anything, whoever sees it. So if you like this video and you love My Hero and you want to hear more My Hero content, go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to your boy. The whole GGA crew needs this. So go ahead and subscribe. And tell me what else you want to see on the channel. And we'll definitely bring it to you. As always, Kid Aury out. Alliance dismissed.
I gotta wake up. For the time that I lost, I gotta make up. For the pain that I brought, I gotta take up. I'm lost in my thoughts, I gotta change up. I can't go to sleep.